Today I want to talk about why speed is consistently the most important factor of winning or losing Pokemon battles, what the term speed control is, how you make your Pokemon faster than the opposing Pokemon, or how you prevent the opposing Pokemon from being able to outspeed you. So let's quickly get through this so that you can start winning more battles, because understanding speed wins battles. The reason why speed is the most important factor in Pokemon is basically if you can't hit first, you are likely to have 1 or 2 Pokemon faint in a turn. And leading into this is the counter to speed, which is HP, and then you got defense and special defense. Bulky Pokemon can obviously handle speedy Pokemon nicely just because they got that bulk to them. I want you to keep that in mind. What speed control is, it's a term that you will hear when you watch YouTubers do battles. It's a term that you'll hear when you watch live events. You'll hear speed control eventually because that's how important speed is. Speed control is when a player has the fastest Pokemon. It can be 1 Pokemon, it can be 2 Pokemon, it can be the whole bloody team, but it's the player who has the Pokemon that moves first. In Generation 8, how speed works was altered. We got something that is called dynamic speed. What dynamic speed is that any speed changes are felt immediately. Generation 1 through to 7, you had to wait for the following turn. So, how on earth do you make your Pokemon faster? Well, there is an item that can be used. It's called Choice Scarf. What Choice Scarf does is that, 1, it's a held item, and the holder has their speed increased by 50%. In return for that speed improvement, the holder can also only select the first move that you pick each time it's sent out. You've then got abilities like Chlorophyll, Swift Swim, Sand Rush, Slush Rush that work for respective weathers and that allow the ability holder to have their speed doubled. So Sun affects Chlorophyll, Rain affects Swift Swim, Sandstorm affects Sand Rush, and Hail affects Slush Rush. You've then also got the ability Surge Surfer. It's an ability that Alolan Raichu has, and that when electric terrain is out, Alolan Raichu's speed is doubled. And there's also a move called Speed Swap. It can be used into your own Pokemon, it can be used into opposing Pokemon. Basically, what it does is that the user and the target speeds, they get swapped over. But moving on with moves, you got the move Tailwind. Tailwind is very popular with prankster Pokemon. What Tailwind does is that your whole party for 4 turns, including the turn Tailwind is used, gets doubled speed, meaning that you can attack first. You actually have total speed control. Of course, both sides can have Tailwinds going at the same time, which negates the effects, but each side has that turn counter ticking. There's another way of slowing down Tailwind's teams through a move, and this move is in a very interesting place because it fits into both getting speed control and preventing the opposing player having speed control. That move is called Trick Room. What Trick Room does and why it is a better counter into Tailwind than Tailwind is that it reverses the speed order. Instead of the fastest Pokemon going first, the fastest Pokemon goes last.
You triggered my trap card!
One downside to Trick Room that it is the slowest move in the game. It is at a -7 priority, meaning that it is possible to have the Trick Room setter knocked out before Trick Room can be used. You gotta somehow can actually get Trick Room out safely. But Trick Room is the perfect example, transitioning from how to get speed control to how to prevent speed control. And I want to talk about how you prevent Trick Room. You can Trick Room when Trick Room is already out on the field. Basically, when Trick Room is used when it's already a battlefield condition, you undo the effects of Trick Room. The reverse Trick Room play, it's very powerful. Another way that you can stop Trick Room is through Imprison. Now, this way is better because you're not using the move Trick Room, which means that there is no mind games of, well, if I don't Trick Room and they do, they set it up for me. Or you set up Trick Room for the opponent. The downside to this play is that you still need Trick Room on the Pokemon using Imprison. Imprison is a very special move that basically stops every other Pokemon from using the same moves as the Imprison user. You flat out stop Trick Room. And once you stop them, you can steamroll them. But when the Imprison user is no longer on the field, called Imprison Wears Off. Another move that can stop Trick Room as well as Tailwind is called Taunt. Taunt stops affected Pokemon from being able to use any status move. So it's a good move into Pokemon that use Tailwind and Trick Room. It's just helpful. Other ways of slowing down opposing Pokemon are with particular moves with particular items. You got the moves Trick and Switcheroo. They both swap the user's item with the target's item. You can go Trick Choice Scarf into Trick Room teams to slow the target Pokemon down, and they are locked into a single move. You can also use the item Iron Ball with this play. The holder of Iron Ball has their speed halved. It's a really good way to slow down a quick Pokemon. Both the effects of Iron Ball and Choice Scarf are applied immediately when tricked. This next item though, the effects aren't applied immediately, but the following turn they are. This item is called Lagging Tail. It works similarly to Iron Ball, but completely different all at the same time. Lagging Tail itself doesn't actually affect the speed stats. It affects when the holder makes their move. The holder of Lagging Tail will move last in its priority bracket, regardless of how fast it is. It doesn't matter if it's at +6 speed. It doesn't matter if Tailwind or Trick Room are activated. So it is a very powerful item that works into whatever team you want it to be used into. There are a lot of other moves that affect speeds. You've got Rock Tomb for decreasing speeds. You've got moves like Flame Wheel that increase speed. But the move Quash is super powerful. It works in a similar way to Lagging Tail. Quash postpones the target's attack until the end, allowing you to either take one less hit before one of your Pokemon gets knocked out, but you can use the fact that you've postponed the target's move so that you can knock out the target. Pokemon that are paralyzed have a speed penalty applied to them as well, but I want to talk about paralysis, burns, and every other status condition in an upcoming guide, so make sure you subscribed and have the bell notification turned on so that you know when that video comes out. So yes, that there is ways of preventing the opposing player from getting the speed advantage in both ways, for super quick teams or teams with Tailwinds, as well as teams that revolve around Trick Room, because Quash and Lagging Tail affect Trick Room teams as well. And obviously speed is something that you build around, because it is an issue for every team of either how do I get speed control or how do I stop the opponent from having a speed advantage. So that there is all I have for you today. Please do hit that like button, that subscribe button, leave a comment down below if you want as well. Let me know if there's any aspects of competitive play that you would like me to dabble into for a guide. I want to know, I want to be able to make all of you a better player, and I want you all to have a good day as well. See ya.